Yeah, sure. Perfect. Happy to have Alex join us. He's going to go straight to questions. We'll start right here in the second row.
Faith Richardson, Auburn Blitz. Alex, how has it been, just going through spring practice in comparison to, where you were last year to where you are now going into fall camp?
Yeah, it's been really fun, really exciting, just to be back to normal and where I was, and just to have that strength back, to kind of kick like I want to and like I used to. I think I'm kicking as good as I have since before I got sick, and it's just really exciting getting to do that and play with the guys to the full extent.
On the right side, second row.
Justin Ferguson, Auburn Observer. Alex, what would you kind of estimate your range is now? I know getting your power back was kind of a big thing. You had the accuracy last year, but getting back to, kicking the longer range stuff. Yeah,
I would say whatever they really need me out there for, I think I can do at this point. We kicked yesterday before I actually got on the plane to come here, and we made a 60-yarder as a unit. And so I think wherever you need me, I think at this point I'm confident in from kicking distance-wise, and yeah, just excited to have that strength back.
Stay on the second row.
Peter Rodriguez, AL.com. From a team perspective, what's been the most different about this offseason compared to other off seasons? Now that you're on your third head coach that you've played for.
Yeah, I would just say the relationship part of the team. I think we have the talent, but Coach AG and the rest of the staff has really pushed that relationship piece of it. I think we've built a great foundation for the brotherhood of this team, and I think going into this fall camp is going to be huge for us to continue to build that, and just the relationships with each other and with the coaches, just to be able to hold one another accountable, lift one another up, just things like that.
Left side, second row.
Leo Haggerty, Amped Up Sports Draft Nation here in Tampa. Team goals are obvious, but with a kicker, it's pretty obvious. Make that field goal with 5 seconds to go. How important is it to just be in that moment and then succeed?
Yeah, you're talking about a game winner. Yeah. So for me, a game winner, I really try and treat it as any other kick. If it's a 45-yarder, it's the same 45-yarder I've hit since I was like 12 years old, and that's kind of how I treat it. It's not any bigger than the kick I hit in the first quarter, and it's just the same kind of kick, and that's kind of how I go into it. And I just know that having that strength and my confidence, I'm going to be able to do it.
Left side, third row.
Trevor Denton, Way 31. Alex, what's been your favorite kick of your college career?
That's a tough question. I would say my favorite, I think the best kick I've had in my career was the 53-yarder against A&M in 2023. It was into the wind, which not a lot of people know, but that wind was howling. They called a timeout. It was still blowing into the face, but not as much. And I hit it really well. And to hit a 53 into the wind, that was pretty exciting for me, just to give the team a little momentum going into halftime.
On the right side, third row.
Abby Miller, The Reflector with Mississippi State. Alex, you're tied for the 5th most field goals made in Auburn's single-season history. So what are you doing to hopefully move up in those record books this season?
Yeah, I'm just going to do what they need me to do. If they call my number, I'm going to go out there and execute to the highest level of my ability. And whether that's 25 field goals or whether that's 15, I'm just going to go out there and do what I can to help my team. Thank you.
Second row in the aisle.
When Coach Golesh asked for you to come to media days this year, what was your reaction?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I don't think many kickers or punters get to do this. I was honored, just so grateful to be able to come and that he would trust me, to represent this team, and just a huge honor. He told me that, I deserved it, and building that relationship with Coach Golesh, I've gotten to really know him and his family over these past few months as he's gotten there, and it's just such an honor coming from him, especially. He holds the players to a high standard, and to be able to represent us here is just such an honor.
Third row on the aisle.
Nathan King, Auburn 24/7. You mentioned you've been through a lot of head coaches, but subsequently lots of position coaches for you as well. What are Coach Bronowski's strengths, and what has it been like getting to know him, and how would you kind of assess him as a special teams coordinator?
Yeah, Coach Bro is a guy that's going to get you fired up to play special teams, which I don't think many guys can do. And he's going to put the best guys out there that can make the plays. And I think he just brings an excitement piece to special teams. And he's actually different. He's a specialist coach as well. He's not another positions coach. He does special teams, and then he coaches us, the kickers, punters, and snappers. So having him around the whole time is kind of, it's different. It's really cool to kind of pick his brain on why we do things instead of just doing them. And it's been a great transition. Coach Burrow is awesome. He's fiery, but he has your back at the same time. I feel like this whole staff's kind of like that, and he's not a kicker, so to say, but he can watch what we're doing, and if I tell him what I'm working on, he can give me feedback, and that's been a great part of his transition in.
Second row.
Not to look too far ahead, you play Florida this year. That's
Yeah.
where your brother play. What's that game going to be like in the McPherson family this year?
I think it's going to be fun. I think, I don't know who my brother's going to cheer for, but I would say he's cheering for Auburn. But I would hope so. But I think it's going to be a really fun game. Getting to play them, I grew up going to their games because he played there. And so I think it's going to be fun just to play that team. I wish it was at the Swamp. That'd be awesome, but it's going to be a great home game, great home environment. And to open up SEC play, it's going to be a great one.
Left side, second row.
When you're standing at the tunnel at Jordan-Hare Stadium, you look out, the eagle's flying, everybody's screaming War Eagle. Do you have goosebumps?
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I think you think you're ready for it every time, and then you run out of tunnel, and I try to look around the entire stadium as I run them out, and there's just nothing like it. Whether it's a night game or it's an 11 o'clock game, we have the stands packed, and Auburn fans are one of a kind. It's an unreal feeling.
We have a few more minutes. Go ahead. Second row.
Let's talk about having kind of that battery at field goal back, Hudson holding for you. You got familiarity at the snapper. Just how important is that for a kicker to have like guys that you've been with before and have that kind of chemistry?
It's definitely really important. I think they're kind of the unsung heroes of field goal unit because their job is honestly more important than mine a lot of the times because if they mess up, people notice them, but if they do their job, nobody notices them, right? And I'm really grateful for them. We got a new snapper this year in the spring, and he's been a great addition to our unit, and he's really fit in the group, and he really came on strong, and he really helps out me a lot. If there's a good snap, good hold, I can do my job, and they've been nothing but great, and I'm just grateful for them, and so I'm excited to have, like you said, Hudson returning for holding, and it's been great. It's been a great offseason for us.
Any final question? We have a good talker. Alex, have a good season.
Yeah, thank
Glad
you.
you're healthy.
I appreciate it.